name is Jennifer Wallace-Johnson, and I am one of the early childhood education student liaisons and advisors at Springfield Technical Community College. And I also serve as an adjunct professor at the college in a couple of different areas. So we're really thrilled for a lot of reasons to be a part of this conference. One of the main reasons is reaching our community, not only by way of our partnerships with folks like you all, but by way of reaching all of our early educators out in the community and giving them an opportunity to talk about college. You know, there's a lot of folks in the field that are looking to reach higher level certifications. We have a lot of opportunities for students to, regardless of where they're at in terms of education, to really get started. So the session is designed to empower individuals to think about coming back to college or starting college, giving them options and pathways throughout the state, not just at Springfield Technical Community College, and really introducing the language and the processes around, you know, where do I start? And, you know, it can be very, very overwhelming for any student. It doesn't matter from what demographic or experiences they have. There are a lot of processes involved. So the idea is, let's talk about what you would have to do. What are your options? Who can I rely on for support? So we want to provide a whole bunch of information about that and really encourage folks to think about that as a next step. And everyone, we're really thinking about appealing to all different educational backgrounds. And what I mean by that is there may be a set of folks that have never attended. There may be folks, like you mentioned, who have attended and didn't complete college, and there may be folks who have a higher level of education than we may have anticipated. So we're looking at giving some of those brief overviews of folks who are coming from a lot of different places and how we could help them pursue the next step, whether they're just starting, whether they've attended before, because we know there's transfer credit, there's reverse transfer credit. There are so many things that students can take advantage of, and we want to be able to kind of take that veil down and say, not only can you all do this, but you also can tap into a lot of support, both by folks like us that work in the field, but financially as well. So we're going to kind of hit on a little bit of everything, really with the goal of, listen, if you're thinking about this, come talk to us. And even if it's not for STCC in particular, we can point you in the right direction, because we really are invested in folks succeeding at whatever it is their goals are. It doesn't matter where they end up in terms of where they want to go to school. The pandemic, it's a blessing and a curse. The blessing is there's more online everything. Mm-hmm. So students do not have to attend in person to take courses in almost any major right now. So there's that. And then financially, we're going to discuss, you know, there's a lot of misinformation or misunderstanding in terms of financial aid. So we're going to discuss what that really means at a basic level. You know, what are the options? Is there free money? Is there loan money? What about career pathways? What does that look like? The early educators scholarship. We want to kind of touch on all of those things so that they know that, well, one, applying for financial aid is not what people think sometimes, right? A lot of students have the misconception that they're locked into something by applying, and you're absolutely not. So that's number one, right? Apply, see what you're eligible for. But then there's these grants and these scholarships and all these other things that are phenomenal happening right now. And many students will qualify for those options. So kind of exposing the audience to all of those options. Students really need to understand that everyone, at least that I work with, are invested in their success. And it's really about eliminating fear and anxiety around taking that step.